Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain and welcome back. And the first thing I've got to say is I'm an idiot because I went and double checked, I went and looked up how to make bricks, and of course it's sticking the stone in the furnace just and making it function that way. And yeah, I had completely forgotten. It's been a long time since I've touched on those, and so I overlooked it last time. But it doesn't mean we're going to need a lot more stone, so that's something that we're going to go and take care of, go and take a look at right now. But again, I realise I was an idiot. I'm recording this straight after the last one, so there's a good chance that you guys have already been kind of yelling at me in the last video about how much of a derp I am. But it's a long day, it's been a miserable day, and on top of that, so I've come back to. Can I even? Looks like I could, but I can't. But either way, we're back on track, and we've got a little bit more to do before we can sort ourselves out with the bits and pieces to test out what these armor kits mean, especially the flexibility of armor. So let's just shove some more of this in here. Cool. Right. How many of those bricks did we need? We needed 50. How many are we actually going to have? Not that many. Because that's going to be another 10. Okay, so we're going to be about 30 odd once that's done. So we need another, what? A few hundred stone? Something like that. Thankfully, we've got all this stone over here, and there's some more iron too, which we can get our way through quite happily. But yeah, why did I decide to do it this way instead of just going through from the admin panel? Because two reasons. Firstly, people have criticised me for using the admin panel too much and stuff like that, so I figured we'd actually go through it from the beginning. And even though I know what I'm doing, even though my character has his attributes spread, you know, out already and is already kind of at the top end of what those attributes can provide at the moment. You know, I wanted to come back in and take a look at it from the beginning again, and as you can see, I have forgotten stuff. You know, I've completely forgot where bricks came from, and so there was that. But as I've said before, when the game is fully released, I'll be wiping all of this and going through from the beginning as an entire playthrough again anyway. So I'll be able to relearn and rework everything and stuff. But before then, reason why I'm building the purge-proof bases, or allegedly purge-proof bases, is to test them out and mess around with them. Same with kind of what we're doing here, where we're just trying stuff out. You know, this is one of the reasons why I enjoy early access games. It means I can mess around, I can have a play about with stuff before I even need to worry about whether or not this is the right thing or the wrong thing, or whether or not there's going to be more to find later on. You know, it's all a case of going, okay, well, it's going to be cool, it's going to be fun, and so let's just go and try it out. Let's just go and see what happens. So yeah, I decided just to go and start this one from kind of scratch, purely just to see how well we did, how well we went with this stuff from the get-go. Right, so once we've got that, we're also going to need, I don't think we'll need the carpenter's bench, but we will need a tanning station, won't we? Yes. So we've got enough stone, we need wood, we need, oh, bark. And twine. Well, I think we could probably sort the twine out quite happily now. Twine, yeah, it's fine, just do all of that. Right, wood. Now bark's a pain in the arse, because like for a time, I kind of sort of knew where to get it from. And I don't think I do anymore. So that's gonna be interesting. Because we're hacking down trees with kind of complete disregard for the ecosystem at the moment, and that's fine, but I can't remember how to get bark, of all things. And I know that bark's needed for a few different things as well. Ah, there we go. So we just needed to use a different tool again. So I can't remember that ever being spelled out anywhere either, which is a bit of a shame, because it's like, yes, these are gathering tools. Congratulations, these are gathering tools. Feel free to use gathering tools. But, like, as much as the journey thing now gives you a little bit of direction towards, oh, we'll go and do this, go and find this, go and try this out. Like, I don't think it gives us much direction and explanation for some stuff. Like this, for instance, like using a pickaxe to get bark. You know. But, right, is that enough? Is that enough? Nope. Okay, so let's continue to hack away then. We're not far off, but we're not too close either. But it's like, I'll admit, some of the farming in this game, as I've said to people before, you know, it's all part of the game. So the fact that we're having to do this is fine, but maybe having a bit more of an indication of what things come from which utensil, I suppose, which tool would be helpful. There we go. That's broken, but we've got enough, so I'll fix it in a minute. Let's right, where is it? Tanning. Craft one of these up. Okay, so we've now got our tanning station as well for the hide and things that we're going to need to turn into leather. We're going to need more bark for it as well, which is fine, but here's the question. Do we want to go for the light armor and then improve that? Because that's just straight hide. Or do we want to go for the medium? Because I think the medium would be more interesting to go for, honestly. So I think that's what we will continue to go for, but we are going to need to make ourselves the blacksmith's bench as well shortly, which we can now do because we're going to need that for the crafting of our weapons and things. So blacksmith's bench, craft that up. So we got our little crafting area here now. And we could go and just go and grab some thralls and slap them on here as well to help us out, but I don't think we're going to. I mean, we could make an ancient sword straight off because reasons, but we'd need to go back and get an abyssal eye. So scrap that. But okay, so we're gonna for a sword we're gonna need 20 iron bars and 5 branches, which I think we should happily have. Although actually, let's just slap that in there and sort those out as well. So what we can do is we're going, yep, there we go. I sort that out. so we've got iron bars and branches. We can make ourselves a sword. And then what do we want to try out? So, reduce the weight. That's for blunt weapons. That's for tools. That's more durability. And this is more damage. Ooh, what? Okay, so we need oil for that. And oil for the weight as well. So what I think we'll do is oil is because we need to put down fish traps and stuff for oil and then squeeze it out of them, don't we? So that's probably not the best, but the extra durability, that sounds great to me. So that's what we'll go with so far. We'll pull this stuff back out for the time. Excuse me. Pull that out for the time being as well. But let's take a look. So what do we do? Aha! So now our iron broadsword has had its durability increased quite substantially, seemingly, and it's got a nice purple colour in the background there. Doesn't look any different, but that's good. It's all cool. So that's that. Can we make our iron targe as well? Okay, so we need wood. We need iron. And then we craft one of these up. Now, my question is, can we... Because does that mean that it's these that will affect the Taj as well? Is our shields even upgradable? Let's try and lower the weight, because that's a simple one. We got plant fiber everywhere. So let's grab some more plant fiber quickly and make ourselves the weight reduction upgrade and see if we can slap that onto a shield. So what did we need? We needed 10 plant fiber and was it 10 twine as well? Let's see. Yeah, 10 twine as well. Okay, so let's just quickly make ourselves 10 twine. Cool. Right. Now let's... you and click and make. Where's the... right, so that's the flexibility one. What do we need for that? We needed iron bars for that as well. So let's just slap those in there as well quickly, because I want to know what the flexibility thing is. So we'll make that now whilst we've got the stuff. Okay, so we need more twine and we need leather for these. And then that's that plus iron plus more leather. Okay, so hold on, let's pull that out. Now, which one was it? That's the flexibility one, that's the weight reduction one. Can we slap that? Nope, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to slap it on there. No, can we not? Okay, so we can't modify shields with that item, but that might mean that we can do it with something else. So... can we? Because we can't strike with shields though, so they probably wouldn't be a weapon either. So okay, so shields might not be modifiable at the moment, which is a shame, but that's fine. Right, let's take all of that as well. Pull. No, can we? Just because your part burned. Okay. So now though we've got 100 hide. Slap that in there. We've got bark. I mean, does it need to be bark? Could we not use coal? No, apparently it has to be bark. Okay, that's fine. Then let's... Yeah, because we get the tar as well. So the first thing we need to do is grab some more bark, though, really, isn't it? Because we're going to need that in abundance. Overall, I'm a little surprised at how easy these are to get. But then again, I suppose these are the simple ones. But I still want to see what it does to what this flexibility and such one does to things. You know, it's like you're giving me a really interesting description that doesn't tell me anything. Sounds nice, you know, an increase in flexibility for armor and stuff. Yeah, it sounds great. You know, freedom of movement potentially, but it doesn't tell me what it means in game terms, which is kind of a problem, because I'm gonna, especially for the higher levels of these, which may very well be on the more expensive side, relatively speaking. You know, you're potentially going to either invest time in it, or at the very least invest in kind of sorting the armor out. Hopefully the upgrades, once you've upgraded it, don't get removed or broken or anything like that once you've attached them, and when it comes to repairing your gear, it just repairs it and it's not a problem anymore. It's just those are the new stats. I mean, it would be kind of daft if it weren't that way. So, you know, but we'll be able to find that out in a little bit. But yeah, it's like how much of that do we actually have? And we've got just under another 100, so we'll go and slap that in for it to tan with as well, right? There we go, slap that in there. Yeah, so this shouldn't take, but it's already gone through all of that anyway. Okay, well, let's take that. We'll have to go and get some more hide, but let's make a start on some of these. So we need more twine for all of these, right? Don't need anything else? Yeah, just twine. Okay, so how much plant fiber do we have? Not too much. So we'll have to grab some more in a minute, but let's just let's get that going. And I guess this is where the having the sickle would be useful, because you'd just be able to come in, like, scythe your way through all of this stuff, and you'd be sitting pretty on a large stack of plant fiber and whatnot in no time. But we'll tackle all of this right now and see where we get to. Okay. So, got a lot more plant fiber now. Let's make let's just let that run, shall we? Okay. So let's make a start on making our equipment then, shall we? So we're going to need boots. You can go in there. Where's my twine? There's my twine. We're going to need boots. Craft one of those. We're going to need chest piece. Craft one of those. Gloves. Craft one of those. Leggings. Now we're going to run short of leather. That's fine. That just means we need to go and kill some more gazelles and hyenas and things. no problem. Where are they? There's a deer. Gazelle. Don't know why I keep calling them deers. We found out that they are gazelles. They look like gazelles slash antelope. So why I keep calling them anything else, I just do not know. Hi friend. I'm sorry, but I need your bits. Cool, there's that. Any more for any more? Within sight range? No. Okay, let's head over this way and hope that we don't bump into a rhino. Ah, we've got some hyenas. We've got a load of hyenas. Great. Not usually what I'd be saying, because hyenas are bastards a lot of the time, but... Oh god, they took my clothes. There, right. Okay, so how much leather did that leave us with? That left us with a fair amount of hide. So let's head back, stick that on to tan, and then hopefully we'll have enough. I'll repair my clothing, hopefully, whilst we're doing that, because yeah, they kind of took it all, and I look terrible. But once we've got that, hopefully that'll be enough for us to at least finish off a decent amount of our stuff, maybe a couple of pieces. And of course there's a kappa suddenly, so of course the wildlife has suddenly decided it wants to load in. Surprise! There you go, right. So, we want more of this, more of that. Turn that back on. Excellent. Right, so what else have we got? We've got all those bits and pieces in there so far. So for the next stuff, we're going to want iron and leather. Iron and leather, iron and leather, iron and leather, and iron and leather. So I think we've got enough. Or at least we've got a decent amount of leather so far. So what we're going to need though is more iron. Can I see any down here though? So if I can, that will be easy enough. We've got more coal. We'll take more coal. Can't see anymore, but there is definitely some up at the top of this rise, kind of kicking around in various places. So we'll head up there and get what we can. And then I imagine that it's going to be like we're going to have to make one thing per piece for this armor, which might also be why they're on the cheaper side, at least at the simple level, because you know, having to make like what, 5 armor pieces for each set that you've got that you want to wear, you know, that's going to be kind of taxing if those kind of additional upgrade kit type things, those little socketed things, are going to be particularly expensive on top of that. So yeah, we're not doing badly, but we're just going to have to pay attention to what we're making. But either way, the thing that the stuff that I'm more interested in from the get-go is more what additional flexibility means. First off, like the rest I'm not too fussed about finding out about, because they all seem to be quite self-explanatory, like weight reductions and an increase in poise so that you're not getting knocked down as much. You know, all of that stuff makes perfect sense. But just additional flexibility, does that mean the you'll be able to climb in it better, run in it better? You know, it lower stamina cost for climbing whilst wearing it. You know, I don't know. It's a very kind of nebulous way of describing it, and so I want to go and see if it tells me once we're able to actually stick that upgrade onto something. Because once we can stick it onto something, in theory, we should be able to see once we click on it, you know, what it says here and so on and so forth. And hopefully it will spell it out. But if it doesn't, then maybe we'll just have to go into another episode once I've sorted it all out, and we can trial and error it. You know, see what it actually does. Let's grab these last few nodes over here, and then we'll head back. But yeah, kind of happy with like I wasn't expecting another update of any real substance before Christmas and the New Year, and especially considering that they've now both added this, and then within the same few days they've also put out the finalized kind of release date or release window for Conan Exiles as well, which is the beginning of May. You know, it gives us a kind of definitive timeline that we can now work to, which, you know, if I'm thinking about it, they said that they've got this update now. They said that they've got another update that they want to push with the war paint and with the perks for the attribute perks and things for after Christmas. So, you know, that's taking us into what, beginning of January? Oh no, go away. I'm doing something, Sandstorm, go away. Do not want. As far as I'm aware, there are still no creatures in the Sandstorm either, so we should be alright. Also, by the way, if you play this game and so on, go and stand in the frozen north and just watch as this rolls right in across the land, you know. So I want to stick this in here, and then I'll quickly just go and dash for shelter. Is that all we had? I thought we had more than that. Oh, we'll turn that back on. Right, I'm gonna run for shelter because I didn't want to climb the tree. I wanted to go hide from the sandstorm because I am being hurt. Is there nowhere here that counts as shelter? Little shelter. That doesn't count as enough. I'm still taking damage. Here we go. Oh, just as it passes. Alright. Gone. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's gone. Right. Okay, so we needed... Oh yeah, we need to slap the iron in here as well. So we'll slap this in here. Got more charcoal that we can leave in here now, considering it's not really useful for anything else at the moment. Okay, so we've got our furnace on. We've already got our sword and shield sorted. So now we need is this stuff, and then we can look at making more of these various armor kits and things. Like the armor kits seem to be really reasonable, just because they're all, like, at least at this tier, they're all starting equipment. They're all starting tier materials and things for use. So, you know, I'm happy with that. Where are we? There we go. Right. So we've got a decent amount of that stuff in there. Grab these and stick them with this. Bring them back. Slap these in here. Right. So what we're going to want to do first. Yeah, we'll probably want that first. If we make that as well. Boots. Can we make the boots? No, we're short. Oh, you need 2 linings. Okay. 2 linings, 2 boots. Makes sense. Okay, so we're missing some iron. We've got that. Those are the linings. Got that. Where's our helmet? Didn't we make a helmet lining? I thought we made a helmet lining. Okay. So what we're going to do is going to slap that on and that on. Right. So we've got, that's flexibility and that's reduction. It says armor reduction, but what it means is a weight reduction. So that's, no, that's... Does it need to, can I not do it whilst I'm wearing it? Can I do it here? Yes. I didn't look at the armor difference. Damn. But it doesn't seem like, hold on, what's the, can we see the weight on here? No, we can't, can we? Okay. Then that's fine. But what we'll do is we'll slap this in here. And then throw the rest of that iron in here. Okay, so boots. Can we make the boots now? Yes. Let's make ourselves some boots. And then gloves. Can we sort gloves? No, because we need 2 glove linings, because that makes sense. Right, so whilst that's doing that though, let's just have a look at, okay, so here we've got a weight, medium armor, mid-grade, 16 armor value, knock defense, poise of 10. Durability of, okay, so we can see all of that now. So what changes, in fact, let's bring it in here. What changes when we slip this onto here? It lowered the durability? So I don't understand what the benefit of that is. Unless it genuinely means that you can climb better in it. And so you're sacrificing durability for the capacity to climb more effectively. Then I don't get it. That doesn't make the slightest bit of sense to me. Right, we got boots to slap on. And then to be fair, we've got a whole load of crap that we can just dump over here, I think. So let's let's do that just quickly. You can go, 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 you can go. I'm not too fussed about plant fiber. All the meat can go, seeds can go. Yeah, there we are. But okay, so I don't understand the flexibility kit, because all it seemed to do was lower the durability of our gear. Like, the others all seem to make sense, you know, reduction in actual weight, the extra plating to increase its base armor value so you don't take as much damage, increasing the poise so you don't get knocked down as much. All of that makes sense, but the flexibility stuff just seems to leave you more open to damage, which is just confusing. But anyway, guys, I think we've got our answers on this. Maybe I'll actually create I'll go and create the different sets. Maybe upgrade all of them in one go, and then we'll set up a challenge to test out what is the best in regards to which thing and what actually happens with this flexibility thing. Because yeah, maybe we'll get some star metal armor, which is really heavy, and we'll climb up a wall. We'll see if that works. We'll see how far we get. That's the way we'll do it. We'll see how far we get, how many panels up the wall we get climbing, and then we'll have another set which we slap the flexibility stuff on and see how far we get on there as well. So that's what we'll do in the next one. We'll call it quits for now. And that's what we'll do next time. I'll have to set that up at a base somewhere, probably up north somewhere, so it's easy and we don't have to worry about sandstorms and overheating and stuff. But either way, guys, I hope you found this interesting and kind of useful. I definitely know it's been useful for me to come back and go over some of the kind of early game stuff whilst also like trying out these new things. And I'm glad we've got the beginnings of this level of customization as well so far. So, you know, I'll have to see what happens and where we go from there. But otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.